In this video, we are going to make a garden bed using the idea of hugelkultur, but with a small change. Usually people use big logs or pieces of wood at the bottom, but we don't have that kind of material. So instead, we will use whatever is available in our own garden. This way, anyone can try it, even if you don't have special materials. In our garden, there are many vegetables that have grown too much and are no longer useful for eating. Some of them, like white radishes, when they start bolting, their stems become very hard and woody. Instead of throwing them away, we can use them in our bed. These woody stems will slowly break down and help the soil hold moisture and nutrients. First, we need to prepare the area. We don't want a very high raised bed, so we will dig down a little instead of building too much height. Just remove a few inches of soil from the place where you want to make the bed. Keep this soil safely on one side, because we will use it again later. This small trench will help us place all the materials properly and also keep moisture inside. After removing the soil, we start with the base layer. Here we will place all the woody stems we have. You can use radish stems, carrot stems, or any other hard plant material from your garden. Spread them evenly in the trench so they make a nice base. This layer works similar to the wood in a traditional hugelkultur bed. It will slowly decompose and also act like a sponge, holding water for your plants. Next, we move to the second layer. We have many overgrown vegetables, so we will cut them into small pieces. It is better to chop them so they break down faster. After chopping, spread this material on top of the woody stems. This layer fills the empty spaces and adds a lot of nutrients back into the soil. After that, we add one more green layer. This can be leaves from your vegetable plants, pruned branches with leaves, or even weeds if they don't have seeds. Spread this layer nicely on top. This green material gives nitrogen, which helps balance the dry woody stems below. When these layers break down together, they make very rich soil. Now, we cover everything with soil. Take the soil that we removed earlier and spread it on top of all the layers. If you feel the soil is not enough to fully cover the materials, you can add more garden soil from somewhere else. Make sure all the plant material is covered properly so it can decompose well and does not attract insects. At this stage, we will add a little bit of wood ash. We have some available, so we will sprinkle a thin layer on top. Wood ash gives some extra minerals, like potassium, which plants like, but this step is completely optional. If you don't have wood ash, no problem at all. You can skip it. Finally, we add the top layer, which is compost. This is the most important layer for planting. You can use vermicompost, cow manure, or any compost you have ready. Spread it nicely over the bed. This top layer will give immediate nutrients to your plants, while the lower layers slowly break down and feed the soil over time. That's it. Our garden bed is ready. You can now plant your seeds or small plants directly into this bed. As time passes, the materials inside will break down, the soil will become softer, and it will hold more water. This method is very useful, especially in hot areas, because it keeps moisture inside for longer time. The best part of this method is that we are using things that are already in our garden. Nothing is wasted. All the old plants and extra material are going back into the soil and helping new plants grow. It is simple, low cost, and very practical. Anyone can do it with whatever they have available at home.